So students, stop being afraid of what can go wrong and start being excited about what can go right. Well, basically that's the quote that I read today, and it's, it resonates, right? Because it's the end of the year. We are reviewing a lot of the programs that we do, so it get us started, right? What should we start? What should we stop? In fact, one of the framework, or more specifically, the model that we use to actually evaluate our programs, we call it KISS, right? So, KISS, what it stands for? K is for keep, right? What are the programs that we want to keep? I for improve. We are looking at some of the things that we have done over the year, what can be improved. And then as for start, what new things we want to start and what do we want to stop. Now, that keep and improve is quite straightforward. I think we can all agree on that. No things that have gone well, it's impactful, it helps students, we keep, right? Then there are some things that we thought is meaningful, but certain aspect we want to change, we improve it. And finally, it comes to start and stop. Now, this is a bit more tricky, right? As much as when we have good ideas, new ideas, we want to start something, sometimes time, resources, right, is limited, and sometimes we also need a bit of experience to really evolve and start new innovation. And when it comes to resources, when we start something, we sometimes need to think about what we need to stop as well, so that we can keep a good balance. We cannot keep starting new things without looking at things that we want to stop as well. It's not realistic. Eventually, we will reach a point where we do not have enough bandwidth. So that was some of the things that's been going on at this period of time. So when I read this code and say start and stop, I get excited, right? Because if we want to start new things, definitely it's going to be very exciting. At the same time, we also need to think about things that we may have to stop, so that we need to actually make some adjustment. So how do we actually apply this to ourselves, right? Of course, I'm talking about evaluating educational plans and programs. That is, of course, beyond you. But on a personal note, on our individual lives, do we also actually spend a bit of time to evaluate some of our habits, some of the things that we get ourselves involved in? Do we do our KISS evaluation? So just want to share that it's actually good to actually think this through, right? So we want to few tips on how we can go about identifying things that we want to start and things that we want to stop, right? So the first point I have is to embrace positivity. So the first step is to really embrace the positivity, because when we start something, it's naturally that when we have something that we're unfamiliar, uncomfortable, there is definitely resistance. No matter how beautiful the image, the future is like, there's certain kind of inertia that we all have. But if we keep ourselves focused on trying to extract the positive energy that this new habit, this new task or objective that I want to strive towards to have, I think it helps us to keep us in line, right? So instead of dwelling on what if I fail, what if it's not successful, no, make ourselves think about all the incredible things that could happen if we just dream about it. I want to work on this aspect of my life. I want to improve it. I want to get better, right? So positivity is like beacon of light, wonderful, guide us through. Now we also have to be realistic, right? So tip number two: set realistic goals, right? When we set realistic goals, it is crucial to break down what are the steps, right? We can have big dreams, but it has to be done on a step-by-step basis. And just now we also talked about some of the things that we may need to stop in order to have enough resources to help us to guide towards this new goal, right? So, and tip number three is really to just simply embrace the experience, right? So to whether it is a success at the first attempt or there are setbacks along the way, definitely, if it's the first try into something that you have not tried before, there will be times that you will be unsuccessful or frustration will come out, but it's part and parcel of learning, right? A quote that I really like as well, you take shot, play sports or shoot at the penalty or whatever, right? You will miss, okay, 100% of all the shots that you did not take. So same, if you don't try, we don't try to improve ourselves, don't try to set new goals, we will never advance and progress and grow. So we are reaching the end of the year. What are some of the good habits that you want to develop? What are some of the things that you may want to stop, right? Sometimes it's time to evaluate. right? It's not easy. Sometimes quite frightening to start new things and some things that you have been doing for a long time. But then if it's no longer impactful or it's no longer relevant, sometimes we need to change our habits. So take some time to think through. What are the things that's going to excite you that you want to try in the year 2024, which is coming up, and write it down. Right? Why not? comment. I won't judge you, but just trying to encourage some form of interactivity. Sure, let me know, right? So with that, hope you have a good time thinking through and getting some good closure to the year 2024. Wrong. To the year 2023 and have a fresh new start to 2024. Okay, all the best.